today I want to focus on Echo on Disney Plus. Have you seen this? Roderick Morrow is here, by
Yeah.
the way, the black guy who tips, theblackguywhotips.com. I'm going to lean in because it's getting panned and it's getting bad reviews, but I
Mm.
absolutely loved it. And I'm going to tell you the history, the culture, and all of that native, that Choctaw, and it just, to
Hmm.
me, it's the story of America once again. And it gives layers because I think we meet Maya in Daredevil,
Hmm.
where she's the young lady with the one leg,
Hmm.
who's deaf. I think we do meet her with
It was
Kingpin.
in
Was it
Hawkeye.
Daredevil?
It was Hawkeye.
Hawkeye?
Yeah, she
Okay, I
was
remember it was one of those where she
yeah.
was. I saw her before, but
Hmm.
now we get her backstory, which was
Hmm.
super important. What led you to Echo, and what did you think about it?
Well, I'm a huge Marvel nerd, so I watch all their stuff. And I normally like most of it, to be honest. I think they do pretty good work. But I saw the trailers and they were all like, this one's gonna be like rated mature, it's gonna be some violence. And I was like, okay, we're going dark on this. I didn't think Disney would do dark on Disney Plus, but okay, I'm in for a penny and for a pound. And man, it was so much more than just violence. Like that, I know that's how they promoted it, but it actually was really deep. Like you said, the cultural influences, the backstory, all the stories, like you said, of actual America. It was so beautiful, and yeah, I loved all that stuff.
Yeah, and then her being deaf,
Hmm.
and even Kingpin, who Vincent, I call him Donofrio, but it's
Yeah.
Donofrio, it's
Yeah.
Donofrio.
Hmm.
Him as Kingpin, we've already seen shades of him because they do a great job of giving you the backstories of these characters so you understand people are not just evil, you
Right.
know. Um, I think it's important because even people feel justified, people who do
Hmm.
horrible things in their minds, everyone except for maybe Trump, because Trump is such a narcissist and who's
Hmm.
never been held accountable. It's not because he's been through things other than
Right.
rejection, right? So he
Right.
probably grew up and nobody thought he was cute. And he
Right.
probably couldn't get any girls when he was in high school. And then he got rich enough and realized he could use his wealth to command. That's a different thing than somebody like Kingpin who had
Right.
been through some things, or Maya who had been through some things. It's, people are not one dimensional except for people
Hmm.
like Trump. So I like that we got to see even more of Kingpin and even
Yeah,
more
and
development.
I
Yeah.
do love that what you pointed out, that Kingpin in his own mind, and this is true for the Daredevil too. He always thought he was a hero of sorts. Like he always thought, like, I'm trying to save the city, and you're in my way. Like you beating up all these people, that's not what's gonna help. But I'm gonna build some establishments. We're gonna get some. We're gonna get an international committee of people that's gonna come in here and change this whole thing. And so that was cool. I think also, like, I won't spoil anything, but the way that she dealt with him at the end was such a like refreshing and different type of way. Is it wasn't just about fisticuffs and who was gonna beat who up, and it shook him to his core of his being. Like he's like, what did you do? Who am I now that I don't have the thing that was the center of everything that I've come to be? Like I loved it. I thought it was deep. I thought it was like I thought Maya was a different type of protagonist, which
Yes.
is something that when you're, I don't know how many damn protagonists we are deep now. We're probably 50 protagonists deep in Marvel. To come up with a new way of having a like this kind of like, and I wouldn't even say anti-hero. It's almost like anti-villain almost. Like she, because she was mad and she was willing to do some things, okay, that I was like, I don't know if I should be rooting for you right now. But then when it came down to it, I was on her side.
Yeah. So what does it say? Because to me, I feel like the reason why it's getting panned is because this country lacks a soul. Like this, right now, there's a big void in the humanity part of what it means to be a person. It should be that folk can't even relate to it. Like to you, it's like the
Mm-hmm.
the promos, violence. It's this, it's like if it's not
Mm-hmm.
black or white, then people can't really deal in the nuances of developing into something. And you think about a young person who had something tragic happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild to watch, people not be able to lean
And
in.
also, like, a lot of this stuff is just people trying to get like attention off of the stuff now. So there's a lot of like as soon as they announce the casting or what the show's gonna be about, oh, here we go with woke diversity and include, and you're like, what are you talking about?
Yo,
Like first of all, even the white people in the superhero lands are all woke, right? They all the heroes are woke, guys. I hate to tell you this, but
Captain
Captain
America.
America is the kind
Yep.
of dude that will beat your ass up for messing with some black people. That's what he
That's
do
right.
for a living. So,
That's right.
but
That's
it's
right.
weird to watch this happen because I feel like this online version of it takes on a life of its own, and you got people that go in specifically to tell you like, no, I don't like this, and here's why, because they're trying to make me care about somebody that's not a white man, and that's what the conversation becomes about. But me personally, I love learning about other cultures. Honestly, if you really want to like get me, show me something from a culture that I don't understand right away, because that's when I'm like, oh, this is authentic. Y'all got to really write something when y'all wrote this, because I didn't know nothing about that woodpecker. I didn't know nothing about the origin story from the caves and them coming out. Like, I had to go look all that stuff up, and I was glad because I said, ooh, that means somebody got the freedom to write some authentic stuff into here.
Look, that like Ms. Marvel, the
Mm-hmm.
partition, like I kind of knew, but I didn't know. And
Mm-hmm.
this is the importance of art, right? If you're gonna put art out there, allow it to allow people to know things. We're in such an ignorant era where, like you said,
Yes.
we got an airplane in Miami that was on fire. In the
Mm-hmm.
air, right out of Miami International Airport, Boeing 747 8, and
Mm-hmm.
people are accusing the fire on black people, on diversity hires, as if Boeing would put themselves in that situation. And it's because of Elon Musk, by the way.
Right.
Because I was like, what is the origin story of this? Elon Musk just tweeted, because he owns Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
that it will take an airplane crashing and killing hundreds of people for them to change this crazy policy of DEI. No backup, no information. He just throws that out there. And
Mm-hmm.
then, of course, because there's a lot of, fragile people out there.
Right.
They was like, that's why. But the
Mm-hmm.
pilot was white, by the way. I'm sure the engineers on it, because Boeing, what
Right.
they only did was like, this industry is only like 5% black.
Right.
Let's train more people so that
Right.
but let me just remind folk, we only got to the moon because of a black woman.
Right.
Okay. You
Right.
we
And they
oh
don't,
Tusk hold
and
on.
not, and the way
Tuskegee.
that the
Wait, hold on.
way
Tuskegee Airmen helped
Mhm.
America win World War II. Okay. So please stop with the diversity hires. Y'all are stupid.
and the way racism works is if they're only letting in one black person, that black person's gonna be overqualified. That's just how that's how scarcity works. They don't go out looking to the street. Hey, you random black guy, you want to build a plane? Like that's not how that's gonna work. And then, like you said, there's no backup, there's no evidence. There was a door that like panel that came off a plane. They said the same thing there, that it's about DEI, and it's just another new version of them saying racism. It's they I guess they ran out of woke, and now they moved on to DEI as the new, like, here's how I could be racist without saying the N word.
Oh, yeah. That Musk guy, he also wrote, and this got 14 million views. Do you want to fly in an airplane where they prioritize DEI hiring over your safety? Like this is dangerous. He
Very.
has to be sat down. Like y'all, we got to
Yes.
stop listening to him. Like for real, for
Crazy.
real. He is
Yeah,
not.
it's dangerous, as you said.